I think that if you're a parent, you're gonna relate to an awful lot of breeders. As a parent myself, I know I relate to a lot of it. But I think as a parent, it's very, very painful to watch, and I'm not sure if I want to keep watching. So, Breeders is a new original series from FX that's airing on Hulu, and new episodes are going to be coming out on Wednesday nights. I hope to be putting out reviews on Thursdays if I keep watching. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to keep watching. It's very, very relatable, but it's painful. That's how I would describe it. I think it's the type of show that really captures how hard it is to raise kids and just how much work it is to raise kids. I think that oftentimes it gets underestimated how much of a full-time job being a parent is. The show stars Martin Freeman. It's based on an original story idea by Martin Freeman. So this is a personal project for him. And it also features Daisy Haggard. It comes from Simon Blackwell, who's written a good number of episodes of Veep and the British version of Veep, or the British show that inspired Veep, and that is The Thick of It. This is the type of show where you have to watch adults screaming a lot of really, really inappropriate things at kids, and that's where a lot of the humor derives from, is the juxtaposition of the fact that you have these innocent, naive kids and these adults who are being really, really foul and really, really crass in front of them. And since FX has stopped restricting the use of the F word, you're going to hear an awful lot of that and an awful lot of very gratuitous sexual dialogue. Now, if you think that's funny, this might be your show. Not a whole lot of heartwarming stuff going on. I feel like if this was a show in the US, you would definitely see a lot more of redemptive plot lines, but a lot of the plot lines here just end on sour notes or notes where the characters have not really learned anything. It's kind of the difference between the dry British humor that you saw in The Office and the more over-the-top jovial humor that you saw in the American version of The Office. It all depends on what you prefer. It's not really a better or worse situation, in my opinion. The show has subtle characterizations, and it has some decent actors in the supporting cast, but for the most part, I feel like it's mainly focused on the husband and wife as they raise their kids. The directing is pretty standard. You know, you're not going to notice it overly much. It's competent, but nothing, it doesn't have like a ton of artistic touches going on. It's just pretty standard directing. The supporting cast includes Better Call Saul's Michael McKean and Alan Armstrong, who some of you might recognize from a number of adaptations of Charles Dickens novels that were on BBC. For a channel called Plot First, I have to say the episodes here are not heavy on plot. They're more situation-based, and as I said, they don't really devolve into lessons. It's just like, well, this is what happens to the characters. You feel pretty bad for them because they're pretty harried. They're not bad people. In fact, they're very, very relatable, as I said, but a lot of what happens and a lot of the things they do is just painful to watch. And I'm not sure how many people are going to be interested in that. I think that this will play well in the UK, where this kind of humor is more the norm, but I'm not sure how popular or successful this show is going to be in the US, where we prefer things to be a little bit more uplifting, I would say. So that's my review of Breeders. If you like what I'm doing and are interested in hearing more reviews like this, please consider subscribing to the channel, and I hope you stay awesome this weekend.